She knows.
She knows. You guys look good up there.
They think we're making drinks.
Yeah, we should be making drinks.
Okay, so maybe they're making drinks tonight.
We should
Monday
be.
night.
It's Monday
It's
night.
real nice out
This is crazy. Past my bedtime.
there.
What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
Yeah, Joy, you're singing to everybody. Joy's singing to you guys.
Yeah.
My apologies.
No, don't apologize. We're trying to find a karaoke program that
Yeah, we
works
are.
for us, so that'll be fun. How's my sound? Is my sound okay?
Yeah,
One,
if
two,
anything, it's
three.
a little sharp.
It's a little sharp. Let me see if I can trim it up a little bit there. I don't want it to
Trim
be
it up
too
a little
short.
bit. Welcome to an evening dive.
Oh, we have chatters. Sorry. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, my ESP must be working serious. There you go. There you go. Hey. Oh, yeah. All stocked up for popcorn and weed for tomorrow. You're going to need something
am.
after tomorrow. It's going to be insane tomorrow.
The new drinking game is to drink every time Trump tells the truth.
Really? Well, he's going to be...
You'll never get drunk.
They're
So.
going to... one of those outfits is going to fact check him in real time. Do you think that makes a damn bit of difference?
Actually, they're at the debates.
On the screen.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean any fucking thing. If they got somebody like sitting at the stage going, no, that's a lie, well, then it means something.
Well, it's... Yeah, I mean, what do you think, Joy? Do you think the truth matters anymore?
I mean, the fact of the matter is, you know, does it matter? Yes. Does it matter to shitlibs? Fuck no.
No.
They create their own truth, and cognitive dissonance is a cancer, and the truth does not matter to anyone who refuses to believe what's actually true.
Yeah.
As far as the debate goes, I am a firm believer that Joe will bring Jill out and say that it is, you know, he believes in women speaking their mind, and that's why she's out there. She's not helping him. She's just, you know, he wants women to take a stand, and he doesn't need to speak on his own. He's proud of his wife. I could totally see him doing that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think she should actually substitute for him tomorrow night, you know. But I don't think we'll be that lucky. So I don't know. Hi everybody. Hi Sirius. Hi Jilly. Dingo ate me, baby. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while there, Dingo. Snarky. It's noon already? No, it's not noon.
Already.
Shit, no, I had to go to the dentist today, and he said there was no hope for this one molar, but he said, but I can charge you $1,500 for a crown on that one. And I said, do you take stolen credit cards? And he said, sure. So I lucked out. So I got at least one freebie, you know, and then I can go to jail and have the rest of them worked on. So, so what's going on tonight? What do we got? What's first in the deck here? Let's go over that.
I don't know. We've rearranged it so much I don't even.
I don't know. What is this? This is about.
Oh, okay. So let's just get right the fucking into it with Trump and not paying any taxes. All of us have paid more taxes than him.
Not me.
Like, we didn't know that, though. Come on. I already knew that. Didn't you already know that?
Yeah, I know. I pay that much in sales tax every time I try and go buy groceries. So there you go.
Exactly.
Here we go. Let's see what Amy's got to say. Hi, Amy.
And the Supreme Court later in the broadcast. The New York Times published an explosive report diving into over 2 decades of Trump's tax returns, which reveal he paid no income taxes at all in 10 of the last 15 years.
Yeah!
The report also finds he paid just $750 in federal income tax in 2016, the year he was elected. According to the Times, Trump minimized his taxes by reporting mass losses across his businesses, including his golf courses and his hotel in Washington, D.C. The Trump family also reduced its tax bill by paying so-called consulting fees to Ivanka Trump as an employee of the Trump Organization.
Wow.
The Times also reveals Trump's been locked in a battle with the IRS over a $73 million tax refund he claimed after his casino business in Atlantic City collapsed. Trump could be forced to pay over $100 million if he loses. In addition, Trump has over $300 million in loans he personally guaranteed that will soon come due. Trump dismissed the New York Times report as fake news. We'll have more on the story after headline.
What the hell? They have gold shovels now. I know he's got a gold toilet. So what's going on? So I don't know. Jesus, I don't know. What do you think of that? I shit. $750 taxes.
$750.
I wish there was someone, say, like an old Jewish dude with a Brooklyn-ese accent who said something about, that billionaires need to pay their taxes. I wish someone could have told us this before now, because it's just such a shock, and nobody had any idea that a billionaire was just not paying taxes.
I thought that was standard procedure.
And paying his children and
oh yeah.
Yeah. But who gets a fucking tax return like that and the IRS doesn't bat an eye? If I qualify for more than $2,000, they're auditing my shit.
What? So was that? Did I hear that right? $70 million in a tax return?
Yeah.
Did they come on those great big checks that you win at the game shows or
the
what?
lotto checks. Yeah.
Fucking hey. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Is
There's a couple of good memes.
is this what's next? Is the meme the tax meme? Yeah, let's take a
Yeah,
look.
there's tax memes.
Let's
This is what Joe Biden, Harris, Bernie, Elizabeth Warren, this is what they paid in 2017. That's what Donald paid. So he's actually paid more in the last 15 years for sex than in taxes.
Really?
Because he's had to pay off all those women. We know how much he's paid off to those women thanks to Cohen, right?
Oh yeah. I how much is that? Do you know?
Oh God, it's up there.
Yeah. Okay. Joe Biden, $3 million in taxes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, that's joint income because Jill's the
doctor.
right?
Doctor. Whoopi Goldberg says she's going to be the next Surgeon General.
I was just gonna say that.
Fucking Whoopi.
Whoopi. They call her Whoopi. Kamala Harris, 516,000. Bernie Sanders, 343. Elizabeth Warren, 268. And that's what they paid in taxes. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna say it pays to go to Washington and sit on your ass and do nothing.
Yeah, no wonder Mr. Smith went to Washington. I don't think he got paid that well back then, though. So,
well, Bernie, that's a lot of that's his book.
Yeah, you're right, it is.
Yeah. I hope you have to pay that much in your taxes on your book, Joy.
But see, we can look at
Wouldn't that be great? That'd be great.
We better make $300,000 before I gotta pay $300,000.
Right.
Well, that's what I mean.
Right, but
yeah.
Come on now.
Shit, if you make $3 million, you'd have no problem paying $300,000, would you?
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'd be all right with that.
Yeah. What the hell is this? Is this a Bundy child here? Is this?
Oh, so I caught this a couple of months ago. Trump fucked up and said Yosemite in a speech instead of Yosemite. And I remembered the Kelly Bundy from when I was a kid, and I thought it was freaking hilarious. Well, Act TV mashed it up, and it's hilarious.
All right, let's check it out.
Mr. Rhodes dropped Mrs. Rhodes like an old shoe.
No kidding?
Yep. He left her to go be a ranger in that park. You know, the one where Yogi Bear lives?
Jellystone National Park?
Jellystone Park!
No, the other one. Yosemite.
When young Americans experience the breathtaking beauty of the Grand Canyon, when their eyes widen in amazement as Old Faithful bursts into the sky, when they gaze upon Yosemites, towering sequoias.
Well, it's kind of like him the other day. He's going to come out with the cure, the vaccine for the virus. It was all because of him and the FAA. And I ran that clip, so I caught that.
Yeah.
Everybody, they misspeak once in a while. You got to cut them some slack. But Yosemite, I'm not going to cut him any quarter on that. What do you ladies think of that?
I learned in the seventh grade by watching the Married with Children that it was not Yosemite, it was Yosemite, and it stayed in my head for the rest of my life. So no, I'd never make that mistake.
Shit, I don't know. Do you mispronounce
You can't
things?
tell me Trump didn't watch this shit.
Joy, do you mispronounce things from time to time?
Never. I mean, I typically say Champagne, Cologne, what else? Gazebo. I know I was an English major.
Oh, okay,
Gosh,
okay,
Don't
okay,
insult me.
okay.
I know how to
doesn't
pronounce
she do
shizzle.
Just
I don't get my words waxed ever.
yeah, I mispronounce so much I can't think of them. So that's how bad it is. That's
Hey,
that's
Oz, doesn't that look like my hair from Saturday night?
yeah, it does. You just need that big.
That's badass.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bear
Oh
claw.
yeah,
Yeah,
I did the whole bear claw thing for Saturday
you
night.
just need to
so.
put the big
My hair is still mad.
bow in there. What did you? Why is your hair mad? Did you stick your tongue in a light socket or something?
No,
or
I
what?
took like 2 hours of ratting layer after layer to get it that tall.
Shit, you should have made Al do it.
Yeah, right at the back of my hair.
I know. My dogs finally recognized me after I took my wig off from Saturday night. They didn't know who I was. They some funky kind of dog catcher or something. So,
Dog catcher from the 1680s.
Yeah, we want to give a shout out to one of our favorite presidents ever, and his wife, not. But
Michael.
Yeah, they were so pure of heart. And they did so much for the people, and they never did anything bad that they needed to get away with.
Michelle Obama says she and Barack could never have gotten away with what Trump in the White House does. Imagine dropping more bombs than George Bush, completely backing off of every single campaign promise you made, enriching yourself upon leaving office, paving the way for Trump, still being celebrated by most of the public, and thinking you didn't get away with anything. Imagine that. Michelle Obama. Ugh. She lives on a 46-acre estate on Martha's Vineyard. The people in Flint still don't have water. Her husband dropped more bombs than George Bush. They committed a genocide in Yemen. Michelle and Barack Obama, the administration, and Joe Biden. They tried to throw over Assad in Syria at the behest of the military-industrial complex. Illegally. They funded ISIS. You tortured Chelsea Manning. You prosecuted journalists using the Espionage Act. What the fuck didn't you do? You got away with everything. You should be in prison.
Amen.
Yeah, I could run. I just love that. I just, because they act like every time I even challenge anything that Obama did or ask people, what did Obama do that was so great for the 99% compared to the 1%? Everybody starts attacking me like, oh, he was the greatest thing since Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah. It's like, really? Well, tell me what, I don't know. Do you guys are you big fans of the Obamas or Joy? Don't want to put you
I
on the
have
spot.
never felt more duped than I did. The first time I voted for him, I had hope. Hope and change. Okay, cool. Also, the first Black president. This is awesome. Oh my God, he's speaking progressive things. I have hope. Second time, I was reluctant, but I voted for him because I'm like, well, maybe he just kind of had to get in there and, make his way. And then I finally woke up and I'm like, yeah, he's not who he said he was. My God, do people get defensive if you say anything about him? And of course you're racist anytime you even drop facts. He's just done so much to harm people. Something that gets me shit all the time is, when people, you got the shit lips saying stuff, I can't wait to go back to normal. Things like that. Well, what they don't realize is that Black Lives Matter started under Obama. that was under Obama. That's when it started. So don't act like everything's going to be okay if, Jim Crow Joe gets elected, because Black people are still going to be getting killed. Black people are still going to be hurting at exponential levels. And it's this, this disregard to acknowledge the fact that not everything is going to be okay, because Orange Man out of office, Orange Man bad,
Right,
everything
right.
else good.
Ugh,
Yeah.
ugh,
What's that?
ugh,
Totally.
ugh, ugh. Orange Man bad.
Orange Tangerine Mussolini.
Yeah. But let's not talk about the fact that he was hand in hand with the fossil fuel industry. He crushed water protesters for his pipelines. He tried to bring us into a disastrous trade deal. The
TPP, baby.
Yeah, the list goes on and on. I was duped by Obama. I was duped for probably most of his 8 years. I'd say at least 7 of them.
No.
And yeah, I was.
No way, man. I
I
can't.
tuned out. I
Oh.
freaking
You
tuned
went to
out.
sleep?
We got the first Black president.
Oh, yeah.
Liberals are in charge. I don't have to pay attention to politics, and I really wasn't. I didn't come back on board till 2013 for starting to pay attention. I really tuned out from 2008 to 13.
Yeah,
I was just like, oh, we're okay.
he lost it for me when he pointed his cabinet from, what was it, Citigroup?
Citibank.
Citibank. Yeah, it's like, God dang, those knives. Just a little bit to the left with the next one, please. Yeah, we're
Right. We didn't even learn about the incarceration state until, years later. You looked around and everybody's locked up.
Yeah, I know. I see Graham losing his shit all the time about telling the story about Obama is the one reason why he got kicked out of this house. He lost his home. Exactly so. TPP, opening up drilling in the Arctic. That was a real nice one. And now they've got that Pebble mine up there. I think that they're trying to kill the copperhead salmon, the last wild runs of copperhead salmon. And they're talking about a mining venture that will fill 37,000 football fields or something of mine waste.
Jesus.
I mean, it's just a hell of a lot. And then, you're going to just poison all those streams. So bye-bye salmon. We've killed, a great majority of the ocean. Why don't we just kill everything else too? So
Yeah, it's too late anyways. But we got a feedback, Oz, coming. Do you hear it, Joy?
No.
no,
Okay.
it's probably my knuckles driving, or I'm here. Let me see. Got feedback now?
It's on. It's me. Yeah, it's me and you. I'm hearing playback. No.
Okay.
We're good.
I tried to beat under my desk and see if that was it, but it wasn't.
Did you kick it?
Yeah, I kicked it. So, anyway, okay, enough beating up on the Black Jesus tonight. I just again, I still think Trump's gonna edge out Biden. Yeah,
Agree.
Jesus, a lot of us in social media. I don't think David Dole does, but poor Dave. A lot of us don't think that Biden's got a chance. I just think he's not going to do it. He's not inspiring anybody. So
I've been saying Trump's going to win for over a year.
yeah, I think Chanda, you have too, haven't you?
Yep.
Yep. What do we got? What's next? Are we going to talk about the wine country, where you're going to get your next wine? Is that it?
Oh my God, you guys, California is burning to the fucking ground. We thought it was bad last month. In the last 48 hours, like all of Northern California is under red flag. They're evacuating. It's getting close to Santa Rosa. The Napa Valley is on fire. I mean, it is insane, all these different fires that have blown up in the last 4 days. And the thing is they've got some terrible weather coming. That's not going to help it much.
All right.
Tonight, we are keeping an eye on 3 fires: the Glass Fire in Napa County, the Zog Fire in Shasta County, and the North Complex West Zone Fire in Butte County, all of which are prompting new evacuation orders. And this is new video from the Napa County Sheriff's Office showing the kinds of conditions evacuees are facing when trying to leave. Emergency responders are asking everyone not to wait until the last second to leave. And we have team coverage tonight. Monica Woods is standing by monitoring the red flag warnings. But we begin with ABC 10's Van 2 in Napa County tonight.
Well, we are here at Deer Park and Wine Country's famous Silverado Trail Road, where we have seen homes, businesses, and vineyards destroyed. Behind me, you can see in the distance, that is one of the ridges south of Bell Canyon Reservoir in flames. If you can tell through the lens of the camera, that smoke is moving westward. So this fire jumped Silverado Trail into the Bothe Napa Valley State Park early this evening, forcing evacuations in the Los Alamos area east of Santa Rosa tonight. Now, the Crosswalk Church serving as a temporary evacuation center at this point. This is an aggressive fire fueled by wind and feeding off dry vegetation. People say they had no time to leave. The glass fire erupted around 3:30 Sunday morning, growing to at least 2,500 acres at last check. Air Resources fought this fire early on due to the steep terrain and limited access. Now, as winds continue to gust tonight, fire crews, 865 men and women, are looking at a long night ahead of them. Earlier today, the Adventist Health Hospital of St. Helena was evacuated. We caught up with crews just before dusk as flames moved up the terrain towards the hospital. It was an incredible wall of fire that moved quickly. The hospital, I'm happy to report, is still safe, but in the canyon below, some homes along Crystal Springs were engulfed.
So I got some slides if you want to get those up, and we'll talk about them.
Okay.
I'm shocked. So this was the first report I saw, like, okay, we got more fires. I knew there was more fires, especially after what we went through last month and the smoke that inundated the whole entire West Coast. But then I started doing some research, and oh my God, most of Northern California is on fucking fire. They've got the Zog fire. They've got the August Complex fire. They've got the Glass fire. And a lot of these are new fires that just popped up in the last 48 hours since Friday night, basically. And so this is a look at before satellite imagery, just 3-4 weeks
Holy
before the
shit.
fires. And this is after. I mean,
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's
isn't that shocking?
That's it breaks my heart, makes me sick, all of the above. And what's being done about this? Anything?
Well, I found this kid who goes really in depth for every fire for every area in California. And he lists how many respondents are working on that fire, how contained it is. He really breaks it down for you. And it's hard to say. The areas that have more expensive homes, of course, they have more firefighters working in their area. The more populous areas, as it's getting into these bigger cities like Santa Rosa and stuff, you know, yeah, they've got the money for it. But these smaller outlying communities, some of them don't even, you know, they have volunteer fire departments. So
Holy smokes. What's this next slide?
this next one, that's all the active fires as of this afternoon.
And those are expected to increase exponentially? Is that what
Well,
you're saying?
everywhere where you see the red is the red flag warning, and that means that they're expecting high winds, and it's really, really dry conditions. If you go to the next slide, I think it shows the humidity levels. Yeah, I mean, we're at like 5 to 20% humidity. They're not getting any humidity. All the underbrush is completely dry. Most of Northern California is like ready to run for their lives.
Really? Wow. That's horrible.
I was shocked at how bad it was. I was like, fuck, you don't hear this on the news. And this is the temperatures for this week, the anticipated temperatures. We're looking at 80s and 90s.
And is that
The Santa Ana winds are coming.
Santa Ana winds are blowing. Great. Great. That's just great. Great. So it's supposed to be in Washington State. It's supposed to be 85 on Wednesday.
But we're going to have smoke inundating us by then, because think about how much smoke we got last time it was clear like that.
That's, Schultze says, holy shit. Yeah, Santa Ana winds. Yes, serious. That's really human...
I like it how orange we are.
Yeah.
Like we're in hell.
just like the president. This year, more than 8,100 California wildfires have scorched 5,780 square miles, 1,400 or 15,000 square kilometers, destroyed more than 7,000 buildings and killed 26 people. And how much wildlife did that kill? I can't even think about it. I can't even think about it. It's astronomical. So thanks for cheering us up again, Chanda.
Well, if I don't tell you, nobody will.
Nobody's going to tell you. The MSM is all about Trump and Biden. Oh, my God. And that's my hypocrisy because we throw shit at them every day. Here's somebody. This is one of our favorites. Right?
This one makes my blood boil.
Go ahead. You guys go off on this one.
So Bill Maher said this week that leftists who didn't vote for Hillary Clinton, I hope you enjoy carrying your rape baby to term. You can name it Jill Stein.
What does that fucking mean?
That means that he's shaming the people who voted for Jill Stein and not Hillary Clinton in 2016. Okay, there's so many fucking arguments on why that's fucked up. Just to name a few, vote shaming gets you anywhere. You're acting like you need these votes, but then you're shaming these votes. And Jill Stein didn't fucking spoil anything. If anybody spoiled anything, it was Gary Johnson. And even then, their votes combined wouldn't have fucking put a dent in it.
Joy, I know that you have high hopes for Bill Maher. What are those high hopes?
He's always been a hero of mine, especially when he says things against Muslims. I definitely connect with him. I mean, he's just a great, great man. He is basically the epitome of a dumpster fire. When I think dumpster fire, I think him. I can't even fucking listen to his voice. I wish I could barf on him. Like, I have a list of like a few people that I would love to physically barf on. And one of them is Bill Marf. I'm going to call him Bill Marf because Bill Barf, Bill Marf, something. But he makes me sick. Like, he's so disgusting. How is that not sexist? How are people not calling that sexist?
Right, exactly.
And furthermore, okay, these rich celebrities, especially the white ones and male ones, need to shut the fuck up about telling people how to vote because your life will not change, regardless of who's president. It will change. Shut the hell up. The people who voted for Jill or whoever are people who are hurting. They're the 99%. They voted for what they believe in. And if anyone who voted for Jill would have voted for Hillary if Jill wasn't on the ballot, you are crazy.
Exactly.
Because it's going to happen. Not a chance. Exactly. I was at Occupy DNC protesting, and we did all kinds of songs. And one of them was Jill and Bernie sitting in a tree, DEMEXIT. All kinds of songs. We let them know. They ignored us. It's bus time.
Yeah, no, I get you. For one, he's obviously losing his marbles because I didn't know somebody could be that stupid. Maybe
that's stupid.
It's I mean he's alienating more people over and over again. Emily Suzanette says I voted for Hillary and I still regret it. Fuck Bill Maher. Yeah, fuck Bill Maher. I mean. I think I
don't have to say that. I don't have to say I voted for Hillary, and that's exactly why I didn't. And
yeah, well, Emily,
I don't care, but honestly, like my heart goes out to Emily. I am 100% serious because I watched people I worked at the at Bernie's campaign office with. I watched them, put her name down and literally get sick over it. But they felt so pressured and they did it for whatever reason. And I will never shame them for that. But something I've seen is for the past 4 years, they get vote shamed like they didn't vote for her anyway. They get no kind of credit for voting for her. They're like, oh, well, you're a burner. You're still garbage. They lump us all together. So they get accused of not voting for her anyway. I think the worst part of voting for her would have been that she lost anyway.
Right.
That would have killed me. And I was like, well, Pennsylvania ain't, and I was like, Pennsylvania ain't gonna lose by one vote. So
right, exactly.
I wrote Bernie in. I was like, he's my candidate. If he wasn't cheated, he'd be the one I'd be voting for. So,
Yep.
Yeah, this vote shaming has taken on a new level to me because we're getting vote shamed. It's a gift that keeps on giving. We're still getting vote shamed from 2016 by the likes of this asshole, this rich, privileged chump who doesn't have the class or the balls to even bring on these people who he's attacking on his $1 million platform. So, Bill Maher, you're just an old fucking coward. And I'll even go on your fucking show.
Elitist.
Yeah, just bring me on my show. Let's see what we can do.
Come on our show, Bill.
Come on, Bill.
Yeah, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Show us those big balls that you're always throwing around. I saw him get in it with somebody in the audience one time. It was a put-up job, and he walked up there like he was a real tough guy. Get out of this, show. You have no nuts. You are a nutless wonder, you little chump. But come on here, and you can call me all the names you want, but you can't back your mouth up. And you're picking on Jill Stein and the voters who voted with the ideology that they wanted for president of the United States. What a concept! What a concept, you damn moron! Jesus.
Emily brings up a great point. Bill Klobuchar. Now that should be embarrassing enough for him to get that taken out of the air.
Yeah, he endorsed Clobes way back when. I'm liking Amy, and isn't that where when Crystal just about threw up on the set? I know, love or hate Crystal, man. She had the best face ever when he said that. So
Can someone please shit in his driveway?
Yeah, oh God. Chanda knows that guy.
Yeah, no, I don't know that guy, but we'll have to find somebody like
personally, yeah. But do you follow that guy?
Well, Joy, if we ever get around this guy, I'll hold your hair for you. Yeah.
I got a list. I got to give you a list. I really want to. I gotta see because
the next summit, I'll just follow you around, grabbing your hair.
I came up with the idea because when I was at Occupy DNC, I was like, okay, it's a convention. Hillary's here somewhere. If I walk by her, I walk on her. If not get arrested for assault, I'll just say I'm pregnant or something, and I just barf. I can't get in trouble for it, and it would make amazing footage.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I can do that with pretty much everyone.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So okay. Little Billy Maher, we're gonna leave him and we're gonna go to the Wipey Award. We got a Wipey Award this week, and this is our one of our friends, one of our supporters of all of our shows over here at Uphill Media, and we support back. We don't always agree, but Fiorella, another one.
Are you kidding? There hasn't been a time in the last 6 months where Fee hasn't knocked it out of the frickin' park. And so Fee is talking about this Bill Maher. And she says, I honestly think Democrats do not want to win. All it would take would be for them to listen to the people's concerns. Passing health care for all, a type of a Green New Deal or climate or economic legislation in corporate control. But they won't do that because it isn't about that for them. It's about continuing the profits, telling millions of Americans rightfully disgusted of the current facade of the two-party system. I hope you enjoy carrying your rape baby to term. You can name it Jill Stein, is not going to get you their vote. It might, in fact, have the opposite effect. I could go to my Facebook post from 2016 and reshare the same tactics, all which failed. For the record, even if Stein and Gary Johnson did not exist, Trump would still have won because it's the system that is the problem, not the voters. Democrats are crashing and burning, and the politics won't save you. Look around. It won't get resolved from a top-down POTUS election.
Ta-dum. Yep, she's right. She's right, and I've heard other people say this as well. I just we can be the choir on this stuff because we got the facts to back them up. So once again, I got to say, I wanted to I wanted to jump back real quick on something. Snorky made a comment earlier about Joe Biden. What will happen first? Will Biden say fat, or will turds roll down his pant leg?
Listen,
Snorky,
who is the guy who shat his pants on TV like 2 days ago?
Yeah, somebody.
Who was that?
I don't know. It was
Somebody did that. I
He
missed
did a penguin shuffle.
Yeah,
He looked like a penguin.
Yeah, he did. He had to do the creepy clippy.
The green apple two-step.
Yeah.
He was standing next to Nancy Pelosi. That's what was funny.
Yeah, I saw that. So another thing that I caught, and in all seriousness, and I was very concerned. I don't know if any of you guys caught this, but I happened to be watching. Yeah, I happened to be watching this, and I'm concerned this could easily happen with Joe Biden with everything going on. But this is scary. I'm just going to run this if it'll work. I don't know if it'll work. Let me see if it'll work. This is Ron Paul doing a live interview with somebody.
We have to get rid of that. That's a bird.
There's some of the products that you can use to help keep the smell down. The guy across the way here keeps on saying, you use a smell.
Yeah, there was some background track in there, but that was Ron Paul at a live interview, and he had mini strokes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry about the noise, guys. That was killer. I Biden's 79 now?
Yes.
Okay, he's 79. I am concerned. Seriously, I'm concerned for any older people. But Trump is 70. What's 70? 74?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got two very old guys going into a very stressful. I think it's going to be stressful. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be stressful tomorrow night for Trump, or is that going to be like where he lives? Is it going to be like just he's going to be the showman?
He'll be the showman, but I think he'll be stressed.
I mean, Trump is full of himself. He will not back down. He will not let say anything even.
Yeah, I can't hear Joy.
Yeah, Joy, you're clipping. You're clipping. Do you have earplugs plugged in or something, or by any chance? No. Okay.
No. You guys hear me now?
Yeah, you're clipping again. So it's just on the studio, I guess. It's something to do with the sound feeding back on itself, but we got most of that. So don't worry.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of sound feedback. I can hear myself right now through your mic.
Okay, I shut that off, so that should help.
Nope, I still hear you.
I'm hearing me through you too. We're just hearing everybody tonight.
We're getting a double feedback from somewhere.
Yeah, it's coming back from somewhere. So, okay, let's see if we can get through this. What is this? This is kind of cool looking. This is the new logo for the one party that we have in the country.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's let me
So I want you guys to check out this channel. It's called Second Thoughts. I brought you guys a report about employment in the United States and how we're the most overworked workers in the world. And it was very thorough. And this guy, he was a Bernie supporter. I can tell just by the way his presentations are. He does an amazing in-depth research job on everything he does.
What's his name again?
I don't know. It's called Second Thought.
Second Thought.
This episode and others like it are made possible by the generous support of my patrons on Patreon. If you'd like to help me produce more content like this, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/secondthought. Red or blue, left or right, Democrat or Republican. 21st century American politics are dominated by just two options. Having such a limited pool of political stances to choose from has fostered a kind of team sports mindset in the U.S. Republican and Democratic voters often despise each other and will vote for their team no matter what. And it would seem that elected officials feel the same way about their across-the-aisle counterparts. But how different are the two major parties really? In this episode, we're going to take a brief look at the Republican and Democratic platforms and consider whether creating a third major party would make a difference. Before we get into the differences and similarities between the two major camps, let's take a stroll along the Hall of Forgotten Parties. Over the course of the country's history, there have been quite a number of smaller parties, and some have even won campaigns below the federal level. Today, the three most prominent minor parties are the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, and the Constitution Party. The oldest among these is the Libertarians.
Blankenship.
They've officially been around since 1971 and boast a membership exceeding 500,000 people. As of 2019, Libertarian Party members held 176 minor positions across the country. A couple of the more prominent members are former presidential candidate Gary Johnson and Justin Amash, a former Republican who switched parties, making him the first Libertarian Party congressman. The Green Party is a little younger. It's been active since the 1980s, but only really gained national attention in 2000 when Ralph Nader ran for president as the Green Party candidate. Greens tend to do well in elections where party allegiance is not listed on the ballots, which suggests a fairly wide appeal based solely on policies. Some of these policies include participatory democracy, nonviolence, and environmental justice. The last minor party that currently fields presidential candidates is the Constitution Party. Founded in 1992 under the name the U.S. Taxpayers Party, it was rebranded to its current name in 1999. The Constitution Party is staunchly right-wing, advocating for expansion of gun rights, the banning of abortion,
Hateful
and
dick
restriction of
party.
immigration. As a smaller party, this group doesn't tend to win elections at any level, but one of their candidates did finish second, ahead of the Republican candidate in the 2010 Colorado governor's race. Besides these three, the country has had a number of other, often interestingly named political parties since the 1800s. One of the oldest of these was the Anti-Masonic Party, founded in 1828, basing
need
their
another
entire
one of those.
existence on the fear of the
Why not?
Freemasons. We've also seen the Anti-Nebraska Party, which sounds funny today, but was actually based on the tenets of abolitionism. There was the Nonpartisan League, the Black Panther Party, the Christian Freedom Party, the American Nazi Party, and dozens of others, many of which never fielded candidates for major races. One of the most interesting examples was the Socialist Party of America, which was active from 1901 to 1972. Socialist Party candidates ran on platforms way ahead of their time, advocating for things that were unthinkable back then. The 8-hour workday, the 40-hour workweek, workplace safety laws, child labor laws, universal suffrage, and many other things that we take for granted today. It was staunchly anti-fascist and anti-Stalinist, and garnered considerable support from working Americans. Over its 71-year existence, the Socialist Party of America had some major successes, electing dozens of state legislators, over 100 mayors, and many more local officials, and even earned nearly 1 million votes in the 1920 presidential race with their charismatic and well-loved candidate, Eugene V. Debs. What's even more impressive is that Debs earned those million votes from the inside of a jail cell. He had been locked up for speaking out against World War I. Debs was a fascinating person and a talented speaker, and remains one of the most important figures in the history of American socialism. Have a look at some of his speeches if you ever have the time. I've left some links in the description.
That was
Okay, so that's our first cut.
That's a good report. I mean, it's clear.
It is.
Straight to it. I love it.
That's what I'm saying. This kid, you guys got to check out this channel. This guy does a really good job. And so we've talked about parties that were, and now we're going to talk about our party, the one party.
We have the one party. I'll debate anybody as to whether we have more than one party. We don't.
Minor political parties throughout the nation's history, they all have one thing in common. Not one of them could put a dent in the unstoppable two-party system. And so, over the years, the Democrats and the Republicans burned themselves into the minds of American citizens, erasing our collective imagination of what could be possible beyond their limited center-right window of discussion. Now we get to the part where I'm probably going to upset both liberals and conservatives.
Not me.
Yes, the general population is more divided than ever. There are very real ideological differences between conservatives and liberals. That does not apply to the Democratic and Republican parties. There is very little separating today's elected Republicans and Democrats. The disagreements that they do have tend to be based more on aesthetics than actual policy differences. Both parties are perfectly willing to use state violence to limit our freedom of speech. The Republicans are just open about it, and the Democrats will go for a photo op in traditional African garb and then say they're going to increase the police budget. Both parties are dedicated to meddling in foreign affairs and are heavily funded by the military-industrial complex. The Democrats may put on a bit of political theater when the military budget comes up, but when push comes to shove, they always agree to huge budget increases. When it comes to climate change, Republicans have opted to embrace the anti-science position espoused by many of their voters, whereas Democrats will pay lip service to climate science and then refuse to implement the necessary legislation to prevent.
I'm going to run that in a couple of my rooms, a couple of my indivisible group rooms, see how they like it.
Check that out. Second thought.
Yeah, they can break it off in their eye socket. I mean, that was right on. And I have to agree with Brom here. Don't you ladies agree? We had another Debs, but just crossed with John Wick. I would just add John Wick 1, 2, 3, and 4. Brom.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all of them.
What we need.
Yeah, that's definitely what we need. That was a great report, Chanda.
Yeah, I really I stumbled across that channel and yeah, great reports.
Well, get me hooked up on that. I want to check that dude out. He's very clear. Yeah, very good. Very good stuff. I like him. Reminds me a little bit of Mike Figueredo. Very direct and well-spoken. Let's see. I threw this one. I had to put a rising in. Okay. Let's see.
Congress is getting ready to leave town without passing a coronavirus stimulus bill. It's from over at CNN.
Again?
Yeah. This is why I put this in. I just want to rub it in everybody's eye. Remind them what they're voting for or what they're not voting for.
But they come back for like a week?
What it basically shows, Crystal, is that absent a continuing, they want to get this continuing resolution thing packed up. Beyond that, while you are going to see stuff going on in the Senate, obviously, that doesn't mean that the full Congress is actually here doing anything. So like the House and the Senate don't have to be here at the same time. And the Senate can be here conducting the business on the Supreme Court nomination. But that the realistic odds of having anything actually done with Congress actually here in town slowly dwindling away by the moment only 30-something days to go till Election Day. All of them want to go home and campaign. They could care less about actually doing anything for citizens. It's crazy. I mean, it really is crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
It's revolting, honestly, when you have so many people who are struggling, when you have this economic crisis that has just been rendered like completely invisible here in Washington. And there's been some new reporting about exactly what reality has been like for people who have lost their jobs during this pandemic through no fault of their own. Jeffree Stein was tweeting about some new research. So people in Wisconsin who were calling the state unemployment office 41 million times, only 0.5% of those calls were answered. Now keep in mind, this is the system that the government pushed people onto because we didn't take the approach that a lot of other countries did of just basically backstopping the wages so that people weren't displaced for their jobs. No, this was the system that was constructed. It was, we're going to push you onto unemployment, and that way we can get you these checks. And you know what? That $600 plus up for as long as it lasted was really, really important. That, of course, has expired a while ago. The president did his $300 unemployment plus up. That was very patchy in terms of whoever got it. That funding is basically running out now. Another piece in the cut, this was from Bridget Reed, who, like Jeffree Stein, who spent a lot of time on the R Unemployment subreddit, just looking at the stories of human beings who don't have enough food to eat, who are banking on these couple of extra $100 in order to survive. She starts the piece, Erin Young hadn't eaten in 4 days. She was waiting to certify her eligibility for an extra $300 a month in unemployment benefits called lost wages assistance. Now it's September 15th. Young has stayed up all night refreshing her California employment account homepage. In the morning, she finally found the answer to the question that has shaped her life. She's finally going to get certified to maybe get this unemployment insurance. But the struggle that people are going through and the way it is completely erased in this town is just, I will never get over it. I know we cover it here relentlessly, but I will never get over the abandonment of the American people during this.
Yeah, they're just shitting on everybody, and they're going for the election. So they're going to kick the can down the curb. They're going to keep kicking it down the curb as long as they can, so they can just get that wealth divide even further than it is. And I think this time it's really going to be off the charts. What do you think?
And this time, I don't cut out because I'm so serious. Fuck vote blue no matter who, because we're in this predicament right now. We have more leverage than we are going to have for 4 years. And instead of telling these motherfuckers, we are dying in the streets, we have no food, we have no jobs, stuff like that. You're saying, you know what? We're going to vote for you regardless. You're the reason they won't change. Yep. You're the reason that people are dying. And, you know, you're privileged. Vote blue no matter who is privilege. Period.
It is. Absolutely. I call it elitist. It's an elitist point of view to tell me that I have to vote blue. These guys represent nothing that supports the change that I want to see. Not one fucking thing. It's like telling me I got to vote for the Republicans. I don't support anything. So why the hell would I vote for them? You can't tell me it comes down to Roe versus Wade. No, I don't buy that. You're not going to sell that shit to me anymore. I'm not voting for Democrats anymore. And it's not that I
against it. So people need to stop acting like he's some, friends of women.
Well, ladies, what's this one, Chanda?
You know, when these Democracy Now, you pull the handle and see what you get.
Democracynow.org, the quarantine report. I'm Amy Goodman.
Good
President
news.
Trump announced Saturday the nomination of federal appeals judge Amy Coney Barrett to fill Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat on the Supreme Court. 48-year-old Barrett is a devout Catholic who's taken conservative stances on abortion, gun rights, immigration, and LGBTQ rights. A former Notre Dame law professor, she clerked for the late Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. The Republican-controlled Senate could confirm Amy Coney Barrett just days before Election Day, as hearings are set to begin October 12th. Over the weekend, demonstrations were held across the country calling on Democratic lawmakers to do everything in their power to delay proceedings until after the results of the election are known. Meanwhile, House Democrats will introduce a bill Tuesday setting an 18-year term limit for Supreme Court justices. We'll have more on Judge Barrett and the Supreme Court.
We'll have more on Judge Barrett and the Supreme Court once she gets confirmed on October 13th.
Yeah, there's a couple of slides to go with this, but are you fucking kidding me? Like, the Dems are going to do anything to resist this bitch.
What does this one say? I demand the religious freedom to impose my religious beliefs on you. What are you saying? Are you saying she's a religious person?
Are you kidding? She's being compared to the Handmaiden Tales on fucking social media.
Well, she's got a nice smile. Just put the little Darth Vader hood on her, and she could probably pass that thing. A Trump University poll has the president leading in all 72 states. Did she say there's 72 states or what?
Well, if you went to Trump University, apparently.
Shit. Oh my God. That's nuts. Well, I don't know. What
the interesting thing about the SCOTUS is Tim Kaine was Hillary's VP, voted to put her in there.
Right.
He voted in 2017 to get her the position she has. So everyone who's up in arms, oh my God, your girl's VP is one of the votes that got her a position.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad we've got Tim Kaine for something. I didn't know what he was in there for.
Well, it's all one party, like we keep trying to tell everybody.
It's a party of the wealthy guys, and they're going to... What did Joe Pesci say? They fuck you at the drive-thru? Isn't that what they say? They've been fucking us at the drive-thru ever since that movie came out in Congress. So, that's just the way it is. It's we need to clip that so we can put it in someplace.
Did you guys see how there was something, there's been articles that said the Dems are voicing concern that if they are hard on this woman, that it can come across sexist. Listen, assholes, you have called Bernie and all his supporters sexist millions of times for the past 4 years.
Get over it.
Yeah, and that's the nice stuff.
Get over that shit.
That's the nice stuff they've called us.
Right. That was the nice stuff.
That's the nice stuff.
Basement dweller.
They're not going to stop her.
What is that?
They're not going to try to stop her.
Did you make that shirt, Joy?
No, my friend bought it for me.
Oh, I love it. Basement dwellers. That's all we're doing. Chanda went off about basement dwelling Hollywood celebrities this weekend. She was saying how they're so fucking privileged and they're so being denied so much attention that they're losing their mind. What did you say they're doing? They're jerking off on camera or no?
Pretty much. Haven't you noticed like all of the new podcasts and they've all got their own like fucking YouTube channels and it's because they haven't been able to film and they haven't been on the sets for like 8-9 months now. And they're seeking that attention so fucking bad that they're just like, here I am, look at me online.
They're trying to keep their...
It's pathetic.
John Legend came out and said, not himself.
Don't even get me started with Chrissy Teigen.
Oh, no, this one was just him. But yeah, she's a hot mess. But he came out and said, oh, well, I think if Trump wins again, people are going to have to move to Canada. Not himself.
Yeah.
Us.
Motherfucker.
And I was just like, holy shit. So I posted about how privileged it is to assume that everyone could just leave their family, their job, leave everything and just move to Canada because one guy is in office. I have never had so much hate in a thread. These bastards are in my thread like, how dare you say that about him? I'm like, he's a millionaire superstar. He does not give a shit about you, and you don't need to defend him. You sound like an idiot. Like, it's like the people who defend billionaires. Do you think you're going to be a billionaire? Is that why you're defending them?
Yeah.
Never going to happen.
Yeah, nailed it, Joy. I wanted to ask you, speaking of these privileged fuckers from Hollywood, I know what you coined Alicia Solano, but what did you name Rob Reiner? What's his name? Did you name him something?
Ooh, he's not in our book.
Oh God, you better put him in the next one.
Meathead?
Yeah, he's still a meathead too.
Meathead, yeah. But the thing is, if you didn't say it Reiner, it would be Wiener.
Right,
because it's spelled the same.
Right.
But since
Rob Wiener.
You can't say Weiner.
Yeah.
And besides, our book has Diane Weinstein, so that's already kind of been taken.
Oh my God! I heard her husband's in hot.
Rob Swiner.
Yeah, Dianne Feinstein's husband is in the.
Swiner, yeah.
He's in the doghouse. He's going to be spending time with Lori Loughlin at the country club.
Oh, they'll be playing ukulele.
Yeah, playing the ukuleles and all that shit. Yeah, he got caught up in that university scandal. Why? I don't know. You'd think these assholes would have better things to do.
Right.
What?
Hey, Kelly Lane, welcome, and hey, shout out to the Rockfin viewers.
Yeah. Hey, guys. Hey, Kelly. What's up? Kelly, I haven't talked to you in a while. Give me a shout out. We need to talk. We haven't talked. I see Randy's been busy on Twitter. I don't know what's going on with you guys. Still upload anything you want over here on Uphill anytime. What do we got here? We got, is this Nancy Pelosi?
This is a house drinker.
Oh, this is a house drinker. Okay, let's try it.
Kelly Lane, do not get me started.
Another edition of Nancy Knows Best.
Nancy Knows
Today
Best.
I will be discussing a few things that have been bothering me, okay? First off, Donald Trump. Can you believe this guy? He's like the worst president ever, you know? And it's like, he's not even worth my time, you know? It's like, the guy ruins everything, you know? And it's like, I was eating ice cream last night, you know? And I saw Donald Trump, and I couldn't even finish my ice cream. You know? I was sick, you know? So it's like, I mean, he's responsible for all the problems in America, you know? And it's like, I've been in politics for 33 years, and Trump's been screwing things up long before I came around, you know? And you remember the Titanic, you know?
The Titanic? Remember the Titanic?
That ship was gonna sink, you know? And he saw that iceberg, and he didn't show nobody, you know? And remember Pearl Harbor? Yep. That was Trump, you know? He was responsible for that too. And he knew all about it, and he just let it happen, you know? And you know what? Trump is actually a Russian spy that was trained by the Chinese to collect information on the United States, and then he sells that information to the Ukraine. But wait, that's not all. Did you know that Trump doesn't floss his teeth?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And, Trump is responsible for Obamacare, all right?
Obamacare.
But that's not all, okay? Trump also deleted all of Hillary Clinton's emails. And Trump was on the grassy knoll. Oh, that's some good hand sanitizer. Did you know that Trump is an illegal immigrant? Yep.
Yep.
That's why he wants to build a wall in Mexico. So, they don't.
Oh, that
send him
the
back to
cut.
where
We
he
already
came from.
missed the cut.
Yep. Trump's from Mexico. Born and raised, and it's like, he answered.
Oh my God. These guys. You know what?
What is that?
That's the United Spot. I mean,
Far right.
Far right.
Animation.
Far right. We give.
No, he copied me.
Yeah.
'Cause I say some of the same stuff, and I talk like that.
Yeah.
I can't get like that.
Oh yeah.
It sounds way more like Joan Rivers.
Yeah, well, sometimes we have people run off with their panties in a twist when we play these, but we don't care. We'll beat the shit out of anybody. It just happens that they do more work on Nancy Pelosi,
Yep.
like Nancy Pelosi has. I noticed they accented her extra set of eyebrows in there, didn't
Yeah,
they?
I noticed you had the double.
Yeah, they
song.
doubled. So she was the inspiration for the card tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, uncut. They're pretty funny. I mean, for far right,
Yeah.
some of their shit is pretty bad, though. I don't bring you a lot of it.
But we are trying to do that ourselves. We've just been teching up and doing all this stuff. We're going to be doing stuff like this at some point. As a matter of fact, I've got a program. I'm going to get Chanda back on it. That's we're going to do our own stuff. So I get to be Nancy Pelosi, though. Damn it, you can't have it.
I'm looking for voiceovers. We
Yeah.
definitely need voiceovers for this program.
Yeah, let's get some voiceovers. What else we got? Is that it? Is that it for tonight?
I think so. I
Oh
think
my
so, but
God! Right on the hour. You're dangerous.
I
love this reattach, and I agree. We gotta keep him in our heads and hearts. And yeah.
Who?
You cut out. What? Say it again. Joy.
Assange.
Oh, Assange. Yeah,
Assange,
absolutely.
yes. Okay, you're looking at me like, what? Yes.
No, it's like who? I'm like, who? Assange.
No, we got
WikiLeaks.
Yes.
Yeah,
Assange.
that's yeah. How much? Hey, Joy, how much of the press is talking about this? None.
The media, none.
None?
But let me tell you, they sure love those tax leaks.
Oh, they're talking about the tax documents, but they're not talking about it.
Right.
If they came from Julian,
Yeah.
because he released some leaks, that's
Uh,
why he's being tortured. Oh, but it's not to their advantage. That's why.
yeah. They're going to use everything against everybody else. So
I know. I just pray something breaks. Somebody comes forward. Something gives that protects Julian.
yeah, absolutely. Well, Joy, thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, you're welcome anytime. And Chanda, good job. Chanda did this tonight. I was at the dentist getting my head banged today. So Chanda did a great job setting it up tonight.
Thank you.
Now just make sure you have tomorrow's done too before I go to bed tonight.
I'll
And-
start as soon as we end.
Yeah, Joy, what do you got coming up this week? You got anything coming up this week?
I have tomorrow night at a special time because of the epic debate. At 8 p.m. Eastern, I have candidate David Kim. He's
Try it again.
tomorrow night, 8
Tomorrow
p.m.
night, 8 p.m.
Candidate David Kim.
David Kim. Okay.
He's our revolution, and new Congress, like all those. And after the debate, I will be doing a wrap up.
Okay.
Okay.
After
so you're
the
going to be
debate.
live after the debate.
Yeah, after the debate. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Chanda, what do you got coming up this week?
I've got an interview with Mariana Everson, who is running for the LD19 in Washington State
Great.
tomorrow night. Yeah.
Accidental activist, right?
Accidental activist.
Coolio. And we got the dive in the morning if I can get my ass out of bed. And then I'm going to start the debate party. We're going to have a debate party. Anybody wants to join our debate party, email me at Roar Media Live.
Bingo!
Yeah, Roar Media.
Debate bingo.
Yeah, Roar Debate Bingo. Roar Media.
No, I have a bingo sheet. I'll message it to you.
Okay. All right.
No, seriously.
Yeah,
They always do them.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And Wednesday we've got Amos. I think he's gonna have a show on Wednesday, and that'd be I think it's 5:30 Pacific.
That is the progressive update.
Progressive
right?
update, yeah. And then I think we've got something Thursday, but I've got to look at the calendar again. I can't remember. I'm losing my marbles. It's that gray matter going. Anyway, thanks again, ladies. It was great. What are we going out with here?
We are going out with Mad World mixed with Radioactive.
Oh, cool. Who's the singer here?
I can't see the name.
Kawaii?
I am Hawaii.
I am Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay. Anyway, thanks. Bye. Night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys.
Bye.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. And the tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Large and open. Mad world. Waking up to ash and dust, I wipe my brow and I sweat my wrist, breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones, enough to make my systems blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Oh, 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 oh. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Oh, 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 oh. I'm radioactive, radioactive. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. People run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Oh, large and open. Mad world.